Welcome, Gov State fans. I'm Jordan Fox, and today we're here at Crown Point Sportsplex in Crown Point, Indiana, with DLMD's coverage of Jaguar soccer. Today's CCAC matchup will see the Gov State Jaguars take on the Calumet St. Joseph Crimson Wave. The Jaguars head into today's game with a record of 1-3-1, 0-2-1 in conference play. The Crimson Wave sit at 1-2-2, 0-1 in conference play. In their last match, the Jaguars drew 0-0 with Indiana Northwest. The Crimson Wave lost to Indiana Northwest 5-1 in their previous game. The Jaguars have conceded 12 and scored 6 goals of their own. They have not scored in their last 2 matches. The Crimson Wave have conceded 8 and scored 13. Now for the keys to the game for the Jaguars. The first one is going to be to maintain the intensity. Get off to a fast start and continue that momentum throughout the duration of the 90. The second one will be early goals. The Jaguars have struggled to score first in all of their matches this season, having done so only once so far on the season. So getting that first goal will be crucial to making sure that they get the result. The last one would be limiting simple mistakes. The Jaguars play out from the back and like to make those short passes, but oftentimes that can lead to simple mistakes in crucial areas. So limiting those mistakes will be the key to making sure that they get the job done today. We're going to send it to a quick commercial, and we'll be back with the starting 11s. We're getting things ready here. We'll have the lineups for you momentarily. Set up to go here. It is a beautiful day in Crown Point. We had a good one last time. We're going to have a good one again here today. If we're looking at some key players for either team here, Ginny Jimenez for the Jaguars leads all on the team with 3 goals. She's also the joint leading assist maker with 1. For the Crimson Wave, it is number 10, Nicolina Panagiutu. Difficult name to pronounce, but she is their leading scorer with 5 goals in the season. She is number 4 in the conference for goals total. The Crimson Wave this season have been a little bit of a case study, as last season they finished dead last in the conference, 0-11 on the season with a staggering 122 goals conceded and 0 scored throughout the whole season. Yet so far to start this one off, they are 1-2-2. They've got a win in 2 draws already this season, and they've already started off better than they had left things off last season. Haven't made it out to the Crown Point Sportsplex here in Crown Point, Indiana. It is a beautiful facility. The turf always well pampered. The players certainly spoiled to have a surface like this to play their games on. And of course, the weather has treated us well today, as it did last time. If you made a mistake wearing black pants and long sleeves today, I'll certainly take it with the way that I feel today. They're not worried about me out. Something going on.
Listen, you're absolutely right. Oh, man.
And folks, if you stick around with us tomorrow, we will have more at the men's side taking on here. Starting the season, did get their first conference season. The team are playing today. Calumet St. Joseph 6-0 was the scoreline in that one. They played away from home. So although it wasn't the start of the season that the men's team were looking for, they did ultimately first game that really counts for anything as far as the season.
We started this week.
Coach Kiko giving some instructions to his players here. He's a very detailed coach, likes things to be meticulous, likes things to be controlled. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out on the pitch today. Today, we'll talk about that more in a moment. May have to take a piece of jewelry off. Hard to tell from where we sit here, but they are having a discussion with the Crimson Wave side of the benches here.
Oh, I thought you said, is this allowed?
Head coach of the Crimson Wave, Ante Chope, seems to be upset with something that the referees have said to him.
To Crown Point, Indiana at the Sportsplex for exciting Governor State University women's soccer. At this time, will you please rise for the playing of our national anthem? And now the starting lineups. First for the Crimson Wave of St. Joseph. The goalkeeper from Winnipeg, Canada, number 1, Sabrina Ramsey. From Hammond, Indiana, freshman, number 6, Enya Zavala. Sophomore from Bentonville, Illinois, number 7, Yesenia Cruz. From Highland, Indiana, sophomore, number 9, Logan Bierman. From Cyprus, a freshman, number 10, Nicolina Pantuyu. From Hammond, Indiana, sophomore, number 12, Sarahi Hernandez. From Ecuador, number 14, Dominica Solis. From Spain, number 16, Lydia Rodriguez. Number 19, from Griffith, Indiana, Reagan Horniak. Number 22, from Highland, Indiana, freshman, Athena Meza. And rounding out the lineup, number 29, from Chicago, Dalia Ramos. The head coach in his first season, Ante Chope, assisted by Mike Regas. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Governor State University Jaguars. The goalkeeper, graduate student number 0, Valentina Jimenez. From Hendersonville, Tennessee, number 29, Hannah Maylander. From Pueblo, Colorado, senior, number 4, Victoria Salas. From Chicago, a junior, number 7, Ashley Ruiz. From Portugal, number 9, Ana Rodriguez. From Chicago Heights, Illinois, Carmen Valadez. She'll be wearing number 9. Rodriguez will be wearing number 10. Number 12, Diana Orta. From Huntley, Illinois, a junior, Francia Hernandez. From Alsip, Illinois, number 16, Elena Popovich. Number 22, from Paris, France, Kumba Dembele. Number 26, Corey Vilches. And the head coach in his second season, Kiko Magana, assisted by Ritz South Hall of Famer Fibo Arriaga. Your officials are Andrea Werbecki, Christian Boris, and Russ Dozak. Welcome to the Sportsplex. This is Governor State University Women's Soccer.
And we will get to kick off shortly here, folks. Now, we do need to make a brief apology. We do not know why the Governor State Jaguars went back to the bench, so that was the confusion that you saw on the cameras there. They briefly went back over to the bench to discuss something, but then came back out onto the field shortly after that. The Jaguars kicking right to left. The Crimson Wave kicking left to right. We have kickoff. Ana Rodriguez will get us started, playing a short ball over to Valadez. Out wide to Jezorjak. Seems like they're going to stick to their game plan of trying to play through those wide channels. Go central to go wide. They want to find the space in the wide channels to then swing in the crosses into the box. You wouldn't have seen it, but we were watching the pregame, the warm-ups for the Jaguars, and they were practicing those crosses into the box pretty extensively. So that's going to be a feature of this game for the Jaguars, as it has been all season. Valadez's pass goes awry. It'll go back to Popovich, who is in a foot race now, trying to get it back to her goalkeeper, Jimenez. She does. Jimenez is only able to pop it short over to Vilchis out wide. Valadez collects and will look to control. Crimson Wave pressing pretty intensely here, and it's causing mistakes from the Jaguars early on. That's something that we highlighted in the pregame, and it seems to be taking effect already. The Jaguars, a couple of sloppy passes, and they've lost possession in their own half here. The ball... My apologies. That was Ruiz out on the right-hand side there, not Jezorjak. Jezorjak will not feature in today's game. Francia Hernandez with the throw-in. Dembele coming short to receive. Good hold-up play from her. The ball deflects off of Valadez, but it does find its way out to Vilches. Vilches playing in a wider role than she typically does, seeming to be more of a traditional right back than a center back, which is her usual position. Thinking maybe that Coach Kiko wants to give her the license to venture forward, as she likes to do from time to time, without the risk of vacating those central spaces. Rodriguez trying to find the nutmeg there, but it is intercepted. Here's Dembele. Dembele sees the run on the far side there of Jimenez. She does not find it in time. Almost got the ball intercepted by her own teammate there, but it does make its way out to Hernandez on the left side. Hernandez cutting in. She finds Jimenez back out wide to Dembele, and the ball touched just a little bit too heavy there. The Crimson Wave will collect. Ana Rodriguez pressing there. And it's intercepted by Salas. Collected by Hernandez, and Salas will play it there to Valadez. Valadez dropping a little bit deeper than she typically would because of the absence of the normal number 6, Sofia Torres. Salas playing in that number 6 role, but it seems that Valadez will drop that little bit shorter to assist her, and Jimenez out on that left-hand side where she loves to fly forward. It is deflected out for a Jaguars corner. Now, if you can think back to that game against the Trojans a couple of weeks ago, those corners and set pieces caused a lot of problems for the Trojans. And the Jaguars will be hoping that the Crimson Wave finds similar difficulties in dealing with those balls into the box. It'll be an in-swinger from Diana Orta. It's at the near post. Oh, no Jaguars player is able to find it there. That was a good opportunity. Rodriguez from distance. It's deflected. Dembele with space into the box, and it's cleared away for the moment by the Crimson Wave. A lot of chaos in the box there. The Jaguars will be hoping for more of that, but next time they'll hope that somebody can get a connection on it and put it goalward. Popovic's pass is deflected out for a Jaguars throw. Vilchis with the throw-in. Bobbles around and ultimately cleared away only as far as Popovic. Jaguars retain possession here. So far the game is played in exactly the way the Jaguars would want it to be. The Crimson Wave allowing them to have loads of possession. They are pressing quite intensely here, but at the moment it hasn't led to any goal mouth action on the part of the Crimson Wave. The Jaguars will be happy if it continues in this fashion. As Vilchis tries to find the ball over the top to Dembele. Dembele tries to muscle her way through, but it is cleared out of play by Hernandez, number 12 for the Crimson Wave. Ball trickles out for another Jaguars throw. And as the clock ticks down here to 39:55, the Jaguars still maintaining the majority of the possession, but have yet to really create a clear-cut chance as Rodriguez drops all the way in between the center backs. She does find a ball over the top, causing some problems for the Crimson Wave. Diana Orta gets the ball on the scramble there, but it is ultimately cleared away by the Crimson Wave. Oh, wow. The ball finds its way through. Bearing down on goal, Hornyak, and it's saved by Jimenez. We talked about those simple mistakes in the pregame, and they're rearing their ugly head for the Jaguars already. That was nearly a golden opportunity for the Crimson Wave, but Jimenez does well to cut it out. Her first save of the match as Vilchis tries to find it, a ball through. It's ultimately cut out. Valadez, her pass is cut out here. Misa is tackled there by Vilchis, and the referee blows play dead. Vilchis not happy with the decision. Oh, referee, he's going to call it back here. I think there was a bit of confusion, and it looks like it will be a Jaguars free kick. Referee wanted to let that one play out to see how things develop, but ultimately does blow play dead for the free kick to the Jaguars, and I think that one was offside. Now, Ana Rodriguez, typically she would be the creative fulcrum, playing just behind that striker, trying to play the balls in behind, but she's spraying passes out from between the center backs today, and it is causing loads of problems for that Crimson Wave back line. Orta unable to find her way through. Can the Crimson Wave clear it? They can. Only as far as Hornyak there, but the flag was up. Referee's going to play advantage. I think maybe he let that one go on for a little bit too long there. I think there is a bit of a miscommunication here as to what the call actually was. The fourth official did have his flag raised there, seeming to indicate that Hornyak was offside when the ball was played through to her, so it will be a Jaguars free kick.
Carmen, you're hiding from us again.
Hernandez plays the ball out wide to Salas. It's an interesting dynamic those two have. Salas and Hernandez both capable of playing more centrally and out wide at times, causing trouble for the opposition in terms of marking them, as you never know who's going to be where at any given moment. Here's Dembele in the box. She couldn't get on the bouncing ball, and the Crimson Wave clear it. The ball chased down by Popovic. Hornyak has been a nightmare for Popovic to deal with thus far between her runs in behind and the pressing intensity that she's provided for the Crimson Wave. Hernandez finding Salas there. Over to Rodriguez venturing forward. Her touch lets her down there. Can Popovic get there first? It will trickle its way through to Jimenez. Jimenez having more to do so far than I think she would have hoped. Dembele heads it forward to Orta. Orta back to Dembele. Dembele does well to bring that down. As the ball finds its way to Vilches. Vilches going to a more central role, which he's more familiar with. Coach Chope here instructing his players to press high and take advantage of this opportunity here. You can see how high up the Crimson Wave are playing with only one player back, essentially playing in the back line there. Will it bear fruit for them, or will this be a risk not worth taking? Only time will tell. Oh, and the ball finds its way through here. The Crimson Wave get on the end of it. Can they play across into the box here? The ball does end up finding its way into the box. Jimenez seemed to misread the flight of the ball there, but it's harmlessly wide for a goal kick. No, looks like the fourth official's calling for a corner there. I couldn't quite see who it deflected off of. I don't think Jimenez could see it either. She seemed to think that that was going a little bit further away from the goal than it eventually did. Cruz swings in the cross. Cleared away by Vilches. Excuse me, that was Jimenez with the clearance. Cruz wanting to take the corner there, but it was out for a throw and not a corner. The ball's played into the box. Crimson Wave, can they get on the end of it here? Scrambling to keep it in, and goes only as far as the Jaguars throw in. Promising signs so far for the Crimson Wave. They've been causing trouble whenever they do venture forward. Yet to have but the one shot on target that was earlier in the game from number 19, Hornyak. But it seems that they're faring better in this matchup thus far. The Jaguars unable to keep possession for long stretches like they'd like to. And the shot from distance finds its way into the arms of Jimenez, but the Crimson Wave will be happy with that. They've got more action going on in the opposing goal than the Jaguars have so far. The Jaguars really yet to test the Crimson Wave goalkeeper at this point. Rodriguez playing a little bit closer to her natural position here. She finds herself in the right half space. It is cut out there by the Crimson Wave, but Valadez there to sweep things up. Vilches looking to play the ball through to Dembele. Dembele will find it on the deflection. Dembele finds the ball out wide there to Ruiz, and Ruiz unable to control it. Out for a Crimson Wave throw-in. The high press of the Crimson Wave so far causing the Jaguars to just rush things a little bit. Passes haven't been quite as crisp as they may have liked them to, and they're making mistakes in those crucial areas in midfield, finding it hard to keep possession in the Crimson Wave half of the field. Hernandez drifting into midfield there. Salas drifting out wide to cover the space. Hernandez nearly giving it away there, but that's that positional swap we mentioned earlier. Hernandez finding herself in midfield, while Salas now drifting into more of a defensive left-back position. Clock stops here at 33:07.
Substitution for Governor State University, number 24, Jenny Jimenez.
Jimenez coming on there for Popovic. At the moment, the Jaguars only have one real center back playing, so we'll see what the idea is here from Coach Kiko, but at the moment it looks like they're going to play a fast attacking brand of football. As the Jaguars get on the end of it, referee blows it dead. It will be a free kick the way of the Crimson Wave. Ball is swung in towards the box. Oh, and Cruz will get on the end of it here. Can she find the finish? The ball just trickles a little bit too far. The angle was against her. Jimenez does well to deal with it there, but that was nearly a golden chance for the Crimson Wave. Jimenez having a lot of work to do in the early phases here as the clock finds its way down to 32-28. Cruz swings in the quick corner. It finds its way to the edge of the box, and it's fired well over the top of the crossbar. Jimenez happy to watch that one fly harmlessly towards the back fence of Crown Point Sportsplex. That was Lydia Rodriguez who had the effort from distance there. Salas to Vilchis. Fans watching this at home won't have noticed this, but Coach Ante Chope of the Crimson Wave is barking instructions down there to his players. He wants to see the intensity ticked up even further than it is so far. But that has led to Ginny Jimenez with space down on the left-hand side. And the ball evades the run of Diana Orta and out for a Jaguars throw-in. Kumba Dembele drifting a little bit deeper than she typically would. Normally, you would see her playing up against the center backs here, trying to push that back line further towards goal. But today, she's playing more of a false nine role, dropping in and finding the ball a little bit closer to the halfway line, as she did there. As the ball finds its way to Hornyak here on the right-hand side. She's got space. She's got the run inside there. Swept up well by Salas. Can she clear it? Oh, she does ever so well to pirouette around the onrushing Logan Bierman. Cruz on the ball with the interception from the pass from Rodriguez. Hornyak unable to control. Oh, Hernandez fishing with dynamite on that occasion, but she did get the catch she was looking for. Unfortunately, Vilchis' ball forward only finds the byline and is out for a Crimson Wave throw-in. Lydia Rodriguez challenged by Dembele. Dembele wins the challenge for now. But it's back out for a Crimson Wave throw. Forward to Cruz. Rodriguez clears. Sabrina Ramsey claiming the ball there. Really her first taste of any sort of action so far. Can't say that she's had her hands on the ball at all to this point. Not even sure if she's had her feet on the ball for that matter. Hernandez plays it forward to Dembele. Referee blows the play dead there for offside. Number 17 coming in for the Crimson Wave. The drop ball is played to Ana Rodriguez. He'll find it out wide to Jimenez. Jimenez not had as much joy and freedom on that left-hand side as she's used to. Rodriguez finds herself in that wide space, trying to find the cross, turns a couple of times, and is ultimately cleared away by Cruz out on that right-hand side, or the left-hand side if you're talking about the Jaguars. Ginny Jimenez with the throw-in. Trying to sneak a ball through to Dembele. She does. Dembele juggling it there. Dominica Solis clears it, but referee has blown it dead for a corner, it looks like. From this angle, it didn't look like the ball had gone out of bounds, but we'll trust the referee's judgment there. Diana Orta to swing this one in.
17 is Natalie Marquez.
And that was Natalie Marquez who substituted in for the Crimson Wave as Orta's corner goes close to goal there. Strong punch there from Sabrina Ramsey. Her first call to action is an important one, as had she not gotten there, that could have easily fallen the way of a Governor State player's head. As the clock ticks down to 28:50, here's an opportunity for the Crimson Wave to counterattack. They've got numbers running through. The ball is played through to Hornyak. Hornyak looking for Marquez, and it only finds a Jaguars defender. Vilchis taking her time, wanting to see this go out for a goal kick. She will ultimately have to collect there as the pressure from Marquez forces her to make claim to the ball there. Jaguars trying to play out from the back here. They found themselves in danger at times doing things this way, and they have once more as Ruiz loses the ball on that side of the pitch. I've been making note of the shot disparity so far, as we'll get back to that in a moment. It's number 29, Hannah Maylander, right on the right-hand side. She sees the ball, the run from Orta in the center of the box here. Will she get the ball in time? She took too long there. Maylander's ball in is ultimately met by Dominica Solis. And the Crimson Wave will clear only as far as Ana Rodriguez. She shapes up to shoot, and the shot is just wide of the right-hand post. That was the Jaguars' second shot of the game. They have no shots on target to this point. The Crimson Wave with 4 shots, 2 of those having been on target. Valentina Jimenez has been forced into 2 saves thus far to Ramsey's 0. Ramsey plays the ball forward. It's headed by Ginny Jimenez towards Dembele. The press from Dembele and Orta causing problems here for the Crimson Wave. Can they clear it? And it's out for a Crimson Wave throw-in. If you are confused at all, you may have seen Hannah Maylander in goal in the past. That's because she was. But she does play outfield now as well. After the 3rd game of the season, Coach Kiko decided to start using her as an outfield player. And she wears number 29 when she steps outside of her goal, as Dembele driving through here tries to find the outside curve ball towards Jimenez. It's cut out and it's played forward here by the Crimson Wave. Jimenez comfortably claims it there on the edge of her box. For all of the work she's had to do, Jimenez has looked very confident in goal thus far. As the ball is played forward and intercepted there by the Crimson Wave. Rodriguez finds herself in midfield. Cuts just outside of the pressure there. Plays the diagonal ball out wide to Jimenez. Orta chasing. And it's cleared away by number 29, Dalia Ramos. Dembele on the edge of the box. Can't find any space to work with there. The Crimson Wave have just been hounding the Jaguars every time they've had an opportunity on the ball. No space to work with. This is when you need your technical players like Hernandez, who lost the ball there. Vilchis does very well to cut it out. That was a clear-cut opportunity had she not been in front of the ball there. An important lesson for any young defender out there: always get between ball and man. Or woman, apologies. Salas with the throw. Here's Dembele on the ball. Just look at the number of black shirts out on the right-hand side there. No space for the Jaguars to play those short passes. The Crimson Wave have done well to identify the Jaguars' game plan and do what they can to mitigate it. Coach Kiko has had responses to this point, but none of them have shown their effectiveness to this point in terms of shots on goal. Here's Rodriguez. Cleared away that time by Ramos. Uh-oh, number 19, Hornyak on the ball, but it's cut out there by Vilchis. Vilchis does ever so well to turn inside, but Hornyak intercepts. It's played through to Bierman and intercepted, cut out well that time by Salas. Salas looking a little bit dejected there. She's unhappy with the back line of the Jaguars not getting back and getting organized. It was only her and Vilchis back in defense, and Vilchis had been well past at that point. Cruz keeping the ball in play for the Crimson Wave. Bierman on the ball. to Cruz. Ricochets out to Marquez. Misa competing with Ruiz. Cleared away by Vilchis. Mailander with an opportunity to collect here. Being hounded by Solis, but Vilchis clears and is fouled on her attempted clearance. It looks like we may have a player down here. It's number 9, Logan Bierman, on the floor. She is okay to carry on, walking a little bit gingerly, but play will not stop as the clock ticks down to 23:05. The clock will continue to run here. Vilchis looking to play the ball forward. It's intercepted there by Rodriguez. Finds its way to Dembele. Not to be confused with Anna Rodriguez, who's on the ball now. It is Lydia Rodriguez, number 16 for the Crimson Wave. Number 10, Anna Rodriguez on the ball now. Rodriguez looking for the ball inward towards Mailander. It finds its way to Valadez. Valadez plays it out wide to Ruiz. Ruiz will have a shot. And it trickles harmlessly out of play for a Crimson Wave goal kick. The Jaguars getting more opportunities to have looks at the Crimson Wave goal, but so far the Crimson Wave have made those chances relatively tame. And Ramsey has yet to have much work to do in goal there. Jenny Jimenez intercepting there, finding Diana Orta. Finds its way to Salas. Salas tried to find the ball through there to Mailander, but the ball ultimately a little bit too strong and finds the safe hands of Ramsey in net. Ramsey playing it forward. Misa unable to control, and it finds its way to Salas. Back here to Vilchis. Vilchis to Rodriguez.
Either way, Bia. Either way.
Rodriguez with the quick feet. Ball a little bit strong for Salas there, and it's out for a Crimson Wave throw-in. Things still knotted up at 0-0 as the clock ticks down to 21:05. Ball played into Logan Bierman is deflected only as far as Vilchis, who will take her time collecting here and watch it roll its way out for a Gov State goal kick. The game sort of finding itself to a lull here, the intensity seeming ticked down a notch compared to what it was opening things up. We'll see if one of these two teams can breathe some adrenaline into this game. As Rodriguez plays the ball through to Jimenez, the ball just a little bit too strong. And Jimenez will watch it go out for a Crimson Wave throw-in. Cruz with the throw-in on the right-hand side. Ball played through to Hornyak, who presses well, but Vilchis controls the ball. Marquez flicks it only back to her defender. Dalia Ramos playing the ball forward to Bierman. Intercepted well there by Salas. Salas to Ruiz. And it is out of play for another Gov State throw-in. We're going to give you guys an update from the CCAC women's soccer action as we have begun the conference games. The Viterbo Redhawks beating Judson, Illinois 4-1. We're going to take a break here as Jimenez tries to find the ball into the box. It's deflected off of Dalia Ramos, out for another Gov State corner. On Tuesday, September 23rd, the St. Xavier Cougars won 3-0 over Trinity Christian. Diana Orta standing over this corner as well. Orta swinging in at the near post. Ruiz nearly getting it on. She does find the ball on target, but it is handled comfortably by Ramsey. More promising signs there from set pieces for the Jaguars. Those seem to be the best route to goal for the Jaguars. They've caused the most problems for the Crimson Wave, and Ruiz getting the first shot on target for the Jaguars. The Jaguars now with 4 shots and 1 on target. The Crimson Wave with 4 shots and 2 on target. So the Jaguars growing in strength as this game soldiers on. As Valadez finds it out to Hernandez. Hernandez skipping it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to find Jimenez out on the left-hand side. Salas nearly evaded the pressure that time, but it is cut out. But Valadez will recollect. It's deflected by Misa, only as far as Ruiz on the right-hand side. Vilchis over to Hernandez.
Goomba, sit there and get the ball.
Hernandez
Stay there,
seeming
Goomba.
to
Don't come in, Goomba.
find a home here at center
Goomba,
back
stay up
since
a little
the
bit.
substitution of Popovic. She'll be the one given the license to venture into those midfield and attacking areas as Rodriguez picks up the ball on the left-hand side. Rodriguez has some space here. Will she go for goal? She continues her dribble, and it is deflected out for a corner. There is a player down for the Crimson Wave. She seems to be in a world of pain here. And the referee will whistle play dead here at 17:07. The clock will stop. Folks, we're going to go ahead and send this to a commercial break, and we'll be back with an injury update when we have more information.
So I think most people come to a MFA program looking for a next level in technical expertise and artistic voice.
Here at Governor State University, students will be working on a professional portfolio of work and focus on an idea and have 3 years to really make that come to fruition. And I care about them. I want to see them be successful.
The Master of Public Administration program at Governor State University is an unique opportunity for anybody who would like to advance their career.
Almost all our students work in the federal, state, local government, and nonprofit organizations.
And if a student would like global, national, state, and local experience with public administration, Gov State is the place to be.
Coach Chope here has received a yellow card for assisting his player, Dominica Solis, off the field in a rather unorthodox manner, giving her a piggyback ride to assist her off the pitch. That is a coach and a friend, folks. Looking at the stats here, I did make a mistake earlier in the broadcast. The Jaguars actually now up to 5 shots with 1 on target, so outshooting the Crimson Wave with 4 shots on the side of the Crimson Wave and 2 on target. The Jaguars' Valentina Jimenez having been forced into 2 saves, whereas the Crimson Wave, Sabrina Ramsey, only having made the 1 save thus far. It'll be a corner to the Jaguars. Orta standing over this one. Her near post crosses have caused loads of problems for the Crimson Wave. We'll see if she can make more inroads towards goal here. Orta playing it short to Rodriguez. Rodriguez taking a touch inside, collecting herself. She'll have a shot, and it's deflected off of Ramsey. But it looks like, I'm not totally sure what the referee has stopped the play for there, but it will be another corner for the Jaguars. They're going to fake the short corner. Orta sending it in towards Mailander, and it's cleared away by the Crimson Wave. Vilchis does well to control the ball there. Rodriguez having a go from distance. Oh my word! What a goal from Rodriguez! 30 yards out. It sailed over everybody and over the head of Ramsey into the back of the net, off of the left-hand upright. What a beautiful goal from Rodriguez. Surprising everybody in the stadium here, including myself, and it's into the back of the net.
Number 10, Rodriguez. This goes to Corey Vilches, number 26.
Vilches picking up the assist there, but I'm not sure she can take much credit for that one. That was a display of technical brilliance from the Portuguese number 10. What a goal. She's done loads of work in that midfield without getting in a goal or an assist so far this season. What a way to announce yourself to the Gov State fans. And what a way to announce yourself to the conference. The Jaguars lead it 1-0. What an incredible finish from Ana Rodriguez. Jimenez looking to replicate the finish there. It's cleared away by Marquez. And it will roll out of play there for a Jaguars throw on the right-hand side. Dembele with her back to goal does well to turn inside there. It's deflected by Marquez, bouncing around the box. Vilches collects. I think she maybe thought about having a shot from that distance, but it's cleared away only as far as Valadez. Haven't said her name very much in the latter stages of this first half, but she's one to watch out for. Not as prolific on the ball as her counterpart, Ana Rodriguez, but just as important at times. And here's Francia Hernandez looking for some space. Close feet there, and it's deflected only as far as Jimenez. Jimenez will swing it across towards Orta, which is cleared away. Rodriguez trying to turn around the challenger there. Dembele with her back to goal, plays it back to Valadez. Valadez, oh, the ball finds its way through towards Ruiz. Can she keep it in play? She can. She plays it to Maylander, and it's cleared away by number... Looks like that was number 29, Dalia Ramos, who made the clearance there. Jaguars, number 29, Maylander on the ball. Found a pocket of space there, but it's only able to be cleared by the Crimson Wave. Jaguars will be much happier with how the latter half of this first half has gone as the clock finds its way down to 14:35. They're keeping much more possession on the Crimson Wave side of the pitch. Looking much more comfortable than they were in the opening phases, finding space within the Crimson Wave press. And I'm going to attribute a lot of that to Ana Rodriguez pushing a little bit further forward, more into the half spaces, less in her own half. Being able to get into those pockets where it's difficult for a center back to decide whether they should stay or whether they should go. And that was evidenced by that goal. Rodriguez nearly gave a gift to the press box there. Number 7, Cruz. Cleared away by Salas. Only as far as Scalone. Scalone challenged there by Salas. Salas venturing forward here. Ruiz on the ball. And cleared away that time by Hernandez. Rodriguez may be thinking about another shot here, but she plays it wide to Jimenez. Jimenez trying to find a ball across the box, and she's whistled offside. If you watched that game against Hannibal LaGrange, the Jaguars' first home game of the season, you will remember Jimenez found herself offside 4 times in that game. So she really does like to play close to the edge of the opposing backline, but that can oftentimes find difficult to progress the ball forward as she gets the wrong side of the backline. Oh, Hernandez unable to control it there. Vilches cleaning things up there, being pressured by Horniak. Oh, lovely dummy there from Rodriguez, but nobody was home to collect it. Cruz, her pass only goes as far as Hernandez. Valadez, Rodriguez. Beautiful little triangle there in midfield. Maylander's ball out wide is a little bit too forceful. Finds its way out for a Crimson Wave throw-in. Dembele on the ball.
Here we go, Kuma, buddy. Yes,
Here's
Fred, thank
Hernandez
you. Now you gotta connect them.
caravining forward. It's cleared away,
Gotta work back, Freddy.
settled by.
Go, Bia, you
Ooh.
gotta get back. Look
Oh
back.
my gosh, the ball played through
Back, Bia.
for number 19, Orniak. She's going to try and poke it through, but Jimenez was alive to that one. Didn't get the purchase on it. She tried to catch Jimenez slightly off her line there, but Valentina Jimenez in goal was alive to it.
Here you go, Kumba.
Jimenez playing it forward, Mailander underneath it. Header out wide to Orta. And Scalone will watch it trickle out wide once more for another Crimson Wave throw-in. Rodriguez picking up the ball in midfield. She sees the run from Jimenez out wide. Jimenez has space. Can Jimenez find a ball into the box? She fizzes one across, and Ramsey collects it comfortably.
You're fine.
That left-hand side for the Jaguars has been a real sticking point for the Crimson Wave back line. They continue to find space out there. As Biermann chasing it down. Salas gets herself into a tough situation there. Biermann intercepting. The Crimson Wave with a good opportunity here to get numbers into the box if they choose to do so. But Salas intercepts there, and Vilchis will calm things down a bit. The game being played at a pace that the Jaguars would be more comfortable with, less helter-skelter, and a little bit more controlled, patient, and melodic. Dembele poking the ball towards Mailander. Rodriguez turning in midfield once again. She's been everywhere today, Rodriguez. They're going to call her Miss 100 touches, as I think she's already got about 50 on the game so far, and we're not even at halftime. Ball played through for Valadez. Will have a go. It's deflected only as far as Rodriguez, who will test her luck again. And Ramsey caresses the ball. Happy to watch it fly straight into her chest. And number 1, Sabrina Ramsey, will look to get the Crimson Wave forward here.
Talk to Rabia. Carmen, where are you at?
Vilchis. Scalone with the throw-in to Biermann. Referee plays advantage for a handball there, but the advantage was not taken advantage of, and the Jaguars will be happy to calm things down, get a foot on the ball. Jimenez playing it forward there. Lydia Rodriguez underneath it.
Thank you, Carmen.
Finds its way to Dembele. Dembele, lovely touch inside there to find the space. Can she find a ball out wide to Jimenez? She can. Jimenez with space out on the left-hand side. The touch is too heavy. It lets her down, and number 16, Lydia Rodriguez, clears it out for a Jaguars throw. Jimenez not at 100% today. Were she to be at her fully fit best, I'm sure we would see a little bit more threat down that left-hand side, but she's still been a force in this game nonetheless. As Mailander passes it to Valadez. Valadez to Salas. Salas going to have a go here, but unable to get the connection. And it will float away for a Crimson Wave goal kick. Orta chasing the ball down there. Scalone finding the run of Hernandez. Crimson Wave with numbers forward here. Vilchis with a difficult ball to gather, but Jimenez does well to make claim to that one. Ball played through to Hornyak. Hernandez comfortably collects. She plays it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez really playing like a true number 10, as she always does. Just wants to get on the ball and make things happen as Dembele has some space out on the left. Number 16, Lydia Rodriguez, does well to deal with the threat there, but she's not alert to the throw-in, and Dembele heads it back to Rodriguez. That was nearly more dangerous than it ended up being, as the Crimson Wave were not alive to the throw-in, not alert on that occasion. Rodriguez will leave it for Hernandez to take the throw. As we were saying a moment ago, Ana Rodriguez playing like a traditional number 10, just going wherever the ball is and looking to create space in dangerous areas of the pitch. As Maylander plays a ball into the box, and the connection just not what they would have hoped for, and it's cleared away by the Crimson Wave. That was nearly a perfect opportunity for Orta to get her left foot wrapped around the ball there, but can't quite tell whether the defender was first to it or whether Orta just didn't get the connection that she was looking for there. Nonetheless, the Jaguars looking very threatening as Valadez turns inside, plays the ball out wide to Orta. Orta back into Valadez. Valadez pokes it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez will have another go from distance, and it sails over the on-watching Ramsey, who will be happy to watch that one go out for a goal kick. Well, last time we gave you folks a shot update, the Jaguars were leading that category 5-4. I'll give you a moment to take a guess what the category stats say now. The Jaguars leading it 14-5. So in the space of about 11 minutes as the clock ticks down here to 5:15, the Jaguars have outshot the Crimson Wave 10-1 in that time. Unbelievable surge from the Jaguars here at the bitter end of this first half. The Jaguars with now 5 shots on target, the Crimson Wave with 3. Vilchis challenging Bierman there. Does well to win that battle. Nice, plays it inside to Valadez. Valadez with the nutmeg. Does well to find some space, but Scalone cuts it out, and it's cleared away. Misa playing the ball forward, looking for Bierman, but easily read there by Vilchis. And she's happy to walk the ball out for a throw-in. Rodriguez once again on the ball here.
Just come wider, Jenny. Just walk wider. Walk wider or pull up.
I'm willing to bet at the end of this game there will be pieces of Rodriguez's shoe on the ball. She has made contact with it at just about every opportunity here. There's not been a single blade of turf on this pitch that has not been covered by Rodriguez as the ball finds its way out wide to Orta. Orta trying to find the ball inside, and Ramsey will put 2 hands on it.
Diana? Oh, that's Ashley.
Bierman underneath the ball. Hornyak with space out wide here. Hernandez challenging. Hornyak does well to keep it in there. Hernandez getting a touch on it. That's been an interesting battle on that right-hand side. Cruz looking for a runner in the box, and Jimenez happily watching that one float into the white insides of her gloves. The clock ticking down here. We're getting towards the end of this first half. 2:53 remaining. Jaguars leading 1-0. Diana Orta on the ball. Orta with a little bit of trickery, but is tackled at the vital moment. Orta with the throw-in now.
It's a really good spot, Jenny. Good spot.
Ruiz with a lucky deflection. She has space, but nobody in the box to play it to. Ramsey will shepherd the ball out of play for a Crimson Wave goal kick. The Crimson Wave seemingly running out of gas here. They were pressing intensely, getting numbers forward in the early going here, but it seems that that intensity has just dialed down 5 or 6 notches, and the Jaguars are finding it easy to get into those pockets of spaces. Maylander passes it only as far as the touchline there. Cruz with a throw in on the right-hand side. Rodriguez's pass finds its way eventually to Panyutu. Hernandez collecting the ball here. Panyutu challenging. Referee blows play dead here for a drop ball, interfering with the play there. I know that referees love the game as much as we do, but they're not allowed to get involved. 1 minute 15 remaining on the first half clock. Rodriguez will take the drop ball and play it back to Hernandez. Rodriguez drifting out wide here, challenged by Pantuyu, who does very well to make life difficult for Rodriguez, but Cruz deflecting it, and the ball forward is cut out by Vilchis. Vilchis will assist the ball in its flight towards Valentina Jimenez. Jimenez playing it forward with 41 seconds left on the clock. Calmly collected there by Hernandez of the Crimson Wave. And the play whistled dead there for a handball. Not sure if the camera angle caught that, but it did ricochet off of the arm of Kumba Dembele. And the Crimson Wave looking to get numbers forward here. Marquez plays the ball forward, looking for Bierman. It's headed away by Vilchis. Number 12, Hernandez on the ball, plays it forward to Hornyak.
8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That will do it for the first half. The Jaguars with the advantage, 1-0, outshooting the Crimson Wave 14-6 after a little bit of a slow start. Ana Rodriguez's magnificent goal from about 30 yards out is the difference between the two sides. Jaguars leading it 1-0. We're going to take it to commercial, and we'll be back in a bit. 1-0 through a brilliant goal from Ana Rodriguez. If you didn't get to see that one, I highly suggest going back in the broadcast and getting a look at that one from 35 yards out. She surprised everybody in the ground and scored an effort that deflected off of the left-hand upright and in. Looking at some stats here, the Jaguars currently lead the shots category 14-6, having trailed that category about halfway through the first half. They lead the shots on target category 5-4 as well. Again, it's a category that they fell behind in early on, but have since ramped up the intensity and gotten better results from those. For the Jaguars, number 10, Ana Rodriguez has 7 shots total so far. One of those, of course, resulting in the only goal of the game. Number 19 for the Calumet St. Joseph Crimson Tide with 3 shots herself. She has been a threat down that right-hand side for the Crimson Tide, but the Crimson Tide seeming to run out of energy towards the end of that second half, unable to keep up the intensity that they showed in the early stages. Jaguars certainly capitalized on that, and they currently lead it 1-0 as Coach Kiko giving instructions to the Jaguars down there. Coach Kiko not afraid to change things up even when things are going his way. Will be very intriguing to watch whether he makes any significant adjustments heading into the second half here. It would not surprise me if we saw a different look from the Jaguars. What that is, only he knows. But don't be surprised to see something altered when the players head out onto the pitch. Coach Chope for the Crimson Wave getting his women back over to the sidelines there. They're just about ready to get back onto the pitch here. The Jaguars still need a little bit more time. As you can see them in the huddle there catching a break. It is hotter today than you would expect it to be as we get closer to fall here, deeper into the fall season. 79 degrees, feels a bit more like 85 if you're out here in black pants and long sleeves as I am. And I'm sure it doesn't feel much cooler for the ladies out there on the pitch. Players just about ready to get back onto the pitch. Before they do, we'll go over some of the recent action here in the CCAC conference. We mentioned it earlier. Viterbo took on Judson. Viterbo reigned victorious in that competition, 4-1 the final score. Viterbo so far 3 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses in the conference. St. Xavier also won 3-0 over Trinity Christian. St. Xavier having not conceded a goal yet in conference play. They are 3-0-0 in the conference so far. Haven't conceded a goal, 9 goals scored, 0 conceded. They're an interesting story this season. They started off in their first 5 games, 1-3-1 overall. They have not lost or drawn a game since. They've only won, scoring 9 goals and conceding 0 in that time. They are starting to heat up as the conference action kicks on. St. Francis of Illinois drew 0-0 with Olivet Nazarene. Olivet have not lost a game in the conference yet, but they have not won a game either. Currently sitting at 0-2 rather. St. Ambrose with a dominant victory over Mount Mary, 9-0. Not every day that you see a scoreline like that. Calumet themselves actually won a game 11-0 this season. And Governor State on September 23rd, Tuesday, drew 0-0 with Indiana Northwest. Their first positive result, we'll say, in the conference so far this season.
He's an awesome guy. Are you questioning that? Oh, wasn't that lollipop? Yeah, he looked one. Makes sense. Alright, let's see what we've got.
As Russ Dozak, the referee, adjusts his watch, the whistle sounds, and we are underway in the second half. Calumet St. Joseph in black, kicking from right to left. The Jaguars in white, kicking from left to right, switching sides here. Hopefully that means no switch in entertainment as Kumba Dembele wins the ball here in midfield, playing it out wide to Salas. Salas was alive to it, but unable to get a shot off there as the whistle sounds for, it looks like, offside on this occasion, although the Jaguars are lining up as if there is a corner taking place here. Sabrina Ramsey seems, the goalkeeper for the Crimson Wave, seems to have confused herself there. She thought that it was going to be an offside free kick. Instead, it is a corner the way of the Jaguars, and it is Anna Rodriguez, the danger woman from the first half, standing over it. Rodriguez swings it in towards that front post, temporarily cleared away by the Crimson Wave, but only as far as Vilches. Vilches plays it back out wide to Rodriguez, the goal scorer. And it's out for a Gov State throw-in. Salas taking the throw-in. Dembele unable to get a touch on that one. Valadez just outside the 18-yard box. They'll recycle possession out to Vilches. Vilches unable to find Salas there. Ruiz does well to battle for the ball there, but Marquez shepherds it out. It will be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Here's Maylander. Maylander, not much space to work with there. Rodriguez blocking the attempted ball forward, and it'll be out for a Crimson Wave throw. Rodriguez takes the throw-in. Bounces to Vilches. Vilches does well to control. Rodriguez pokes it forward to Maylander. Physical battle there, lost by Maylander in midfield. Number 22, Misa, on the ball here. Plays it wide to Cruz. Cruz trying to nick the ball forward to a Crimson Wave player, but Popovic did well to keep her composure. But ultimately, the ball finds its way back to a Crimson Wave player. Here's Hornyak. She was causing most of the problems in that first half with that pace, both in pressing and on the ball. You can see there just the sort of danger that she poses. Mere seconds away from getting on the end of that one and causing another good opportunity for the Crimson Wave. But Vilches has, to her credit, done very well to mitigate that risk for the most part. As Diana Orta will chase the ball here on the left-hand side, looking for a cross in. She finds it, tries to play it short to Dembele, but it is cleared away by Marquez. We mentioned that there may be changes from Coach Kiko heading into the second half, and that did end up being the case. Popovic on the pitch now, more of a traditional center back. Most of that first half, the Jaguars were playing really with only one center back in Vilches. Diana Orta has found her way out to the left-hand flank. Ginny Jimenez, one of the more dangerous dribblers of the ball in that first half, finds a seat on the bench. As we mentioned, she's not 100%, as Salas finds herself in a good position but is unable to control it. Maylander with the shot just over the crossbar. Like the intent there, but didn't quite have the technique. It seemed like she just didn't get around it in time. Had she angled her run towards the ball a little bit differently, she may have been able to find the top corner there, but the Crimson Wave cleared forward to Bierman. Here's Maylander again. Maylander creating space out on that left-hand flank. Maylander with the cross into the box, and it's held easily by Ramsey in net. Ramsey having been forced into 4 saves in that first half. She did make a good account of herself in that first half, but that goal, there's not much you can do when somebody strikes it like that from that sort of distance, as Anna Rodriguez did. Here's Vilches. Vilches forward to Ruiz, but the ball just a little bit too much on it to find the run of Ruiz. Vilches will take the throw-in. Dembele coming short to collect here, playing it back to Vilches. Beautiful little 1-2 on the sideline there, but shepherded out of play by Marquez. Marquez introduced a little bit later on in that first half, but has done very well, put in a good performance thus far since coming on as a substitute, and has kept her place here in the second half. Salas heading it down to Mailander. Good control on the header. Mailander finding Dembele. Dembele turning, getting a yard of space, but not able to get the connection on it that she would have wanted. And it spins its way out for a Crimson Wave goal kick. Goal kick taken short here. Marquez pressured by Ruiz. She plays it long.
Yes, Carmen.
Biermann beat to the ball there, that time by Valadez. Rodriguez finding Valadez. Mailander to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, you know she can shoot them from there. She decides to play the ball through. Maybe would have been better served having a go from that distance rather than trying to play the ball through. Gov State will maintain possession here out on their left-hand side.
I do a practice that plan.
Hernandez has, Francia Hernandez, number 13 for the Jaguars, has found herself a more important figure as the season has gone on here, used mostly as a substitute at the beginning of the season, but has performed her way into a more regular starting position. Francia Hernandez, one of the leaders in the squad now for minutes played with 403, as Salas beat to the ball by Marquez, a race to keep it in. The Jaguars with the quick throw in, trying to catch the back line of the Crimson Wave unorganized. Vilchis finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to turn that corner, unable to do so. Met by a wall of black jerseys there.
Yes, Hannah.
Mailander plays it wide to Salas. Salas looking for an option in the box here. Fizzed through to the top of the box, but Valadez unable to keep the ball under her spell. Rodriguez will collect towards the top of the box here. And it is tackled harmlessly wide by Misa. Hernandez thought about a long throw. Gives it to Mailander. Mailander out wide to Hernandez. Can she keep it in place? She cannot. And that will be a Crimson Wave goal kick. Just to give you an update on the game stats, the Jaguars now with 17 shots to the Crimson Wave 6. The Jaguars with 6 of those shots having been on target. The Crimson Wave still with only 4, so no shots. Oh, as Hornyak here has a good opportunity. Vilchis sliding in there. It's a scramble for the ball. Hornyak finds it, and she was shoved down. Most certainly going to be a free kick.
You're good, Corey. You're good.
That was a moment of pure chaos, madness there. The Jaguars' back line caught scrambling, giving way too much space there to Hornyak. She has been a thorn in the side of the Jaguars' defense so far and showed us why there.
Other way. To the right. To the right. Behind you.
Lydia Rodriguez standing over the free kick here. The Crimson Wave trying to get numbers into the box here to provide a goal threat. Rodriguez looks like she's going to have a go from distance here. And that was closer than I think Jimenez was anticipating. Maybe would have had the angle covered there, but Rodriguez thought it was worth an effort and ultimately just over the crossbar. Here's Valadez on the ball. Here's Rodriguez trying to touch it wide to Vilchis. Does very well to find the pass there. Vilchis trying to play a switch of play wide to the left side. It's intercepted by Cruz. Cruz on the ball once more here. Biermann, ball was just behind her. Played out wide to Hornyak. Hornyak trying to catch Jimenez out, but just wide of the post there. Hornyak, that was her 4th shot of the game, leading the Crimson Wave for that category. Credit where it's due, the Crimson Wave have certainly been in this one. Haven't had the clear-cut opportunities that the Jaguars have had, but they've certainly been a threat in those counter-attacking scenarios. Number 16. Oh, and Hornyak with an effort. Jimenez was scrambling to cover the left-hand side there. The Crimson Wave seemingly keying in on that left-hand post. They see that as a weakness for Jimenez. All three of their shots in this half have been towards that left-hand post. It seems like they're trying to catch her out, knowing that she favors the right-hand side. Dembele dropping very deep here to collect the ball as Salas finds Ruiz. Cleared out of play that time by Marquez. Dembele over to Salas. Salas to Mailander. Mailander trying to play a quick ball forward to Ruiz. It's poked away and Mailander back on the ball. Bierman on the ball here. Hornyak trying to cause more problems on that left-hand side here. Cleared away by Vilches. Dembele battling it out that time with Rodriguez. Comes out victorious in that battle, and she's got space to run into here. She'll find Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to be a little bit too clever there. Has it intercepted by Cruz. Hornyak playing the ball backwards. And the Crimson Wave will collect. Ball played back to Marquez. Marquez forward to Misa. Out wide here to Cruz. The ball unable to find Cruz. It'll be out for a Gov State throw. Clock ticking down here to 32:52. Just over 32 and a half minutes remaining in this second half. Neither team having a totally clear-cut opportunity on goal to this point. But the battle has been mostly even at this point in the second half. Jaguars certainly had more of the possession and certainly more of the possession in the opposition half. But the Crimson Wave have not been without their chances as Orta battling it out there. It's cleared away for a throw-in on the left-hand side. Throw into Mailander. Mailander controlling there. Mailander unaware of the presence of Cruz, and Cruz does well to win the ball back. Unable to keep it for very long, though, as Hernandez recollects. Rodriguez to Dembele, and Marquez cuts it out. Dembele, clever ball forward to Salas. Salas trying to redirect it to the middle. Ruiz will get onto it. But it's only able to be intercepted by the Crimson Wave. The Jaguars unable to create a chance from a pretty advanced position there. Once again, Jaguars finding it more difficult to create clear-cut chances. Haven't had many opportunities to play one-on-one with the goalkeeper running in behind there. The Crimson Wave have kept things tight at the back, but Hornyak is on the ball here. She's got green turf to run into, but cuts inside just a bit too early, and Vilches is able to jockey it out for what looks like it will be a Jaguars throw. Hornyak maybe disappointed with herself there. She had space out wide, tried to cut it in, maybe just that moment too early. If she had continued her run forward, she certainly had the beating of Vilches, who was chasing her down. Here's Dembele. Dembele tries to play the wide ball to Salas. Salas will get on the end of it here. Fizzes a ball into the box here, and it is gathered by Sabrina Ramsey in net. Long ball forward. 30 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the second half here, as Jimenez will take her time here. Ball comfortably inside of her right arm. Ball played forward to Dembele. Salas gets on the second ball. It's deflected and out of play for a Jaguars throw-in with 30 minutes left on the clock. And Vilches coming to the benches here. I'm not sure if she's going to be substituted out or whether it's going to be just Orta coming off the pitch here. Ginny Jimenez, number 24, coming onto the pitch there. And it looks like it is Vilches that will be coming out. And it will be Orta who is going to be flexing in as a right back here. Rodriguez does very well to keep it close there. Not sure how she maintained possession of the ball there, but showing off a bit of magnetic ability in those boots. Ball played forward to Ruiz. Ruiz's touch is a little bit wild. Rodriguez putting in a defensive shift here, looking like a defensive midfielder when she normally plays as more of a number 10. She's got space to run into here, weighing up her option. Tried to play the disguise ball through. Salas gets on the rebound, and the referee will whistle it dead for a free kick, as the referee having words with the Crimson Wave bench here from, it was number 16, number 16, Lydia Rodriguez, was getting a talking to from the referee there. She wasn't happy with the decision that was made there. Maybe walking on eggshells now, another one of those infringements, and she may be subject to a yellow card. It'd be Cruz to take the throw-in. Hannah Maylander on the ball in midfield. Does well to skip past the challenger. Plays it wide to Salas. The ball is behind Salas, but it looks like she will still be first to it. Lydia Rodriguez to chase. Anna Rodriguez now on the ball. Rodriguez, beautiful ball played forward to Dembele. But Dembele, just a little bit too much power on that one for her to truly get it under her spell. But it will be out for a Gov State throw. Dembele muscling her way to the byline there. And it goes out for a Gov State corner kick, much to the dismay of the Crimson Wave defender there. It was Misa who was unhappy with the referee's decision to agree with the fourth official and give the Jaguars a corner. It will be Anna Rodriguez to swing this one in. Pay attention to Diana Orta at the edge of the box here. Rodriguez swings it in, and it's just over the head of Ginny Jimenez. Chance to counter here for the Crimson Wave, but it's collected well by Francia Hernandez. Always calm on the ball, but that was not very calm. Number 10 for the Crimson Wave on the ball here, plays it through to Hornyak. Hornyak almost able to get a touch there. Crimson Wave maintain possession in a threatening position here. Can they get the ball into the box? It's deflected, and wow, referee had a good look at that one. Says no infringement on that occasion. Hornyak was thrown to the ground there, but the referee has decided that it was shoulder-to-shoulder contact. No foul, no penalty on that occasion, and the Jaguars will collect the ball here. It's Valadez on the ball. Intercepted by Cruz. Cruz marauding down the right-hand side. Ball caught out by Popovich. Venturing forward here is Valadez, but her ball is dropped dead in midfield. The effort from distance bounces harmlessly into the hands of Valentina Jimenez. Jimenez now with her 5th save of the game. If you're keeping track of the stats here, the Jaguars with 17 shots to the Crimson Wave 10. Jaguars with 6 of those shots having been on target. The Crimson Wave with 5 of those shots having been on target. The Jaguars have swung in 6 corners. The Crimson Wave just 2 at this moment. But the Crimson Wave certainly mounting a challenge as the second half wears on here. As the ball is just going to find its way into the wanting arms of Valentina Jimenez once more. Jimenez not afraid to come off her line and command that box. Valadez sees the run of Salas. She plays it in behind to Salas. Salas with space out on the right. Can she get the ball in that she's looking for? It's cleared away to the feet of Lydia Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to find the penetrating through ball. It wasn't there, and Jimenez will play it forward again for the Jaguars. Dembele underneath it, gets on the second ball, does well to put in a tackle there in midfield. Salas back to Dembele. Dembele to Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to Hernandez. Hernandez with the quick feet to evade the pressure. Jaguars just looking to cool things down here. Slow it down a little bit and just have possession in the Crimson Wave half here. As the clock ticks down to 23:50, they'll be okay with how things are going as Salas has some space on the right once more. Lifts the ball into the box. It's cut out there by the Crimson Wave. Can they clear it here? Gets it under her feet and ultimately clears it away the way of Rodriguez. Intercepted by Orta, who plays it immediately back into the box. It finds its way to Jimenez. And Jimenez's shot bounces wide right of Sabrina Ramsey in net there.
Substitution for Governor State University, number 26, Corey Vilches.
That was number 26, Vilches, coming on for number 7, Ashley Ruiz. Vilches playing in a much more advanced position than we're used to seeing her in here. You'll notice that the Jaguars have 3 players back in defense. Vilches normally one of those players, but at the moment she looks like she's playing almost as a second striker. Number 6, Zavala on the ball here. It's cut out by Hannah Mailander. Jimenez, you can just see her struggling. That right leg causing her all sorts of trouble here. Not at 100% fitness to this point. Trying to soldier through it, and she's done very well to still have an impact on this game, but it's very clear she's not at her fit and firing best. The ball will rush its way out of play for another throw-in for the Governor State Jaguars. Sorry, that was a goal kick, not a throw-in. As the clock ticks down here to 22:02, Jaguars still maintaining control of this game with the scoreline still at 1-0. Anna Rodriguez's belter in the first half, 35 yards out, still the only thing separating the two sides. Elena Popovich looking to guide the ball towards the hands of Jimenez, who will gratefully collect. Bowls it out to Rodriguez, who plays a long ball forward to Jimenez. Jimenez trying to poke it the way of Dembele, but it's cut out by the Crimson Wave. Rodriguez battling it out in the midfield there. Finds its way to the number 10 here. 16 as a go, and oh my goodness! Valentina Jimenez was scrambling to make the save here. Once again, it was on her left-hand side. She did very well to cover there. The ball seemed to be always rising as Lydia Rodriguez struck it towards the left-hand side of number 0 in net, Valentina Jimenez, who did very well to make sure that it was nothing more than a Crimson Wave corner. That's probably the best chance that the Crimson Wave have had in this second half. And Jimenez did very well to make sure that it was nothing more than a shot on target. The corner swung in towards the near post here, flicked on to Hannah Mailander, and Mailander clears it. Ball out wide. She was certainly offside there. There was number 22, Athena Misa, out on the right-hand side, whistled for offside. Dembele trying to get it down the left-hand flank. Popovich redirecting it towards Valadez. Valadez taking her time here. Hernandez plays it forward to Dembele. Ana Rodriguez lofting the ball towards Vilchis. And Salas looking to get into a foot race here. Ramsey had to step outside of her box there to make sure that she got the clearance there. It looked like Salas was going to be first to the ball, but Ramsey commanding her box. And that looked like a handball from this angle. Referee missed it. That seemed pretty clear cut from here. It'd be an opportunity for the Crimson Wave to counterattack here. Hornyak met well there by Hernandez. And Dembele trying to take a nibble there, and the referee whistles it for a foul here in the Jaguars half. It'll be an opportunity for the Crimson Wave to get some numbers into the box with 18 minutes and 48 seconds left on the clock. It will be Lydia Rodriguez standing over this free kick. 3 in the wall for the Jaguars. Rodriguez having a go. And it lofts itself over the crossbar. Jimenez thought for a moment that that may cause her some trouble. Once again, the Crimson Wave trying to find Jimenez's left-hand side. But thus far have yet to cause any trouble to the back of the net. Vilchis tipping it back to Marquez. Marquez with a dangerous ball forward, but Jimenez coming off her line once more, and making sure that the ball is in between her gloves once again. Long ball forward from Jimenez.
Well done, Corey.
Vilchis battling it out there for the second ball. Mailander with a clever ball through to Jimenez. Jimenez with the first time ball to Salas. Can she get there first? Salas has an open net in front of her. And it's cleared away at the final moment by number 12, Sarahi Hernandez. What a defensive effort. There was nothing between Victoria Salas and the back of the net. And Hernandez, the hero at the very last moment. It looked a certain goal from my position here. But the corner kick opportunity now for the Jaguars. Ana Rodriguez standing over it again. Ana Rodriguez swings it in towards the back post here. It's knotted down. Brilliant save there. And it's into the back of the net. Number 22. Kumba Dembele meeting the corner, giving the fans a somersault. That trademark somersault. We were wondering if we would see it today, and we have. Kumba Dembele with her third goal of the season. Ana Rodriguez on the assist. The Governor State Jaguars lead it 2-0.
The assist goes to Ana Rodriguez, number 10.
It looked like the ball just managed to squeak its way towards Kumba Dembele, who knotted it just in front of the goalkeeper. Ramsey was only able to push it onto the post, and Ramsey's deflection ultimately led to a goal for the Jaguars. As the clock ticks down here to 16:33, the Jaguars will be well pleased. They've been dangerous from corners all season, and Kumba Dembele has made good on those promises from set pieces. As Marquez tries to play a quick ball forward. It's Zavala chasing it down. Ruiz playing it to Dembele. Dembele out wide here to Hernandez. Hernandez looking for an option here in the center of the box. Hernandez plays it wide to Salas. Salas has an opportunity on goal and did not get any sort of a connection on that one. If she just got the front of her boot on it, it most likely would have been a goal. It was only her, Ramsey, and the back of the net. Vilchis on the ball here. The Jaguars looking confident now. The Crimson Wave sending bodies forward. And that's leading to gaps in their defense. Elena Popovich finding Rodriguez. Rodriguez continuing her run, the 1-2 with her and Maylander, and just gets the ball stuck underneath her feet. It's out for a throw-in. She's afforded a mistake or two, though, when you get a goal and an assist in a game. She has been everywhere today, and she has done a little bit of everything. As Maylander tries to keep it in place, she does, but it's collected by the Crimson Wave, trying to create a counterattacking opportunity here. And it finds its way to Zavala. Zavala one-on-one here with Hernandez. Zavala trying to get round the outside of Hernandez, but Hernandez does very well to jockey it out, and it looks like, oh, that to me didn't look like it had fully crossed the line there, but the referee and the fourth official commune there to agree that it had done so, and it will be a Gov State goal kick. Rodriguez taking her time here. She's really just not afraid of anybody on the ball. Number 29, Dalia Ramos on the ball. She's hounded there by Salas, and Salas committing the foul there. Referee deemed that illegal. Salas not too pleased with the call there, but the referees are the ultimate arbiter of the rules, and this time they have agreed that it will be a free kick the way of the Crimson Wave. Rodriguez plays it forward, bounces down here, and Hornyak will have a goal. The field goal is good. Goal, no good. Field goal, good.
Substitution for Calumet College of St. Joseph, number 7, Eusenia Cruz.
That's Eusenia, Cruz coming back onto the pitch here. Dembele finding herself in very deep pockets of space today. Normally, as we said earlier, she is a striker who likes to play against the shoulder of the back line, but today she has been dropping deep, playing more of a false 9 role. That has allowed for players like Vilchis to make those runs up against the back line, and Dembele has looked really confident in this deeper role as she's driving the ball forward here. Does well to stay on the ball. Takes a touch out wide, and the pass is ultimately intercepted by number 16, Lydia Rodriguez. And the ball stays in play here. Ornyak in a foot race with Valentina Jimenez in goal, and Jimenez sweeping up the ball and poking it out wide for a Calumet throw. As Rodriguez pokes it out for a throw-in. Clock ticking down here to 12:20. If things stay as they are, we will have a post-game interview, so be sure, if you're a Jaguars fan, to stay tuned to this one as number 16, Lydia Rodriguez, whistled for holding Salas back there. But we will have a post-game interview if things stay as they are. Be sure to stick around to find out who we will be talking to after the game ends. Anna Rodriguez playing it forward towards Dembele. Valadez on the ball here. Ball ricochets itself out wide for a Gov State throw-in. Diana Orta to take the throw-in.
Yes, Hannah.
Diana Orta trying to catch the defense out there. Had it found its way past number 16, Lydia Rodriguez there, it may well have been troublesome for the back line. Vilchis had made a very smart run in behind, but it was ultimately cleared away by the Crimson Wave. Maylander finds Vilchis with the long throw. Marquez clearing it away. Maylander the first to it. Salas swinging a ball into the box there. A little bit of a miscommunication between the Crimson Wave defenders, but Hernandez collects the Crimson Wave clearance. Hernandez getting a little too cute with it there As the ball is played through to Hornyak, Diana Orta chasing it down, and she'll watch it into the safe hands of Valentina Jimenez.
Kumba, you're just Kumba. Never mind.
Jimenez pushes forward. Mailander nodding it forward to Salas here. Number 29, Dalia Ramos, playing it back to Sabrina Ramsey in net. Rodriguez, a lovely little flick forward there to Hernandez, if she can get on it there. Excuse me, that's Ruiz that's chasing the ball. Ball fed forward. Hornyak looking to cause more problems for Diana Orta out on that right-hand side. Orta able to clear it away, but only as far as a Crimson Wave throw-in. Orta seemed to have felt that she was pushed down there, but referee disagreed as Popovich getting between the man and the ball there. And eliminating the danger. There's Rodriguez flicking it forward to Dembele. Dembele trying to muscle on Lydia Rodriguez and does well to do so. Dembele, they played advantage there. Dembele has a shot, and her effort is just over the bar. It seemed as though most everybody on the pitch had gotten confused. They thought that the referee was going to blow play dead there, but he had played advantage because Dembele won the physical battle with Lydia Rodriguez, but Dembele just didn't react in time and unable to get a positive effort on goal there, as Mailander committing a pretty clear handball in midfield there. As the clock ticks down to 8 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, it's looking very likely that the Jaguars will pick up their first conference win and second win overall on the season at home against Calumet St. Joseph. Mailander needs to be careful there. You're not really allowed to encroach on a free kick as she did there, having just committed a foul before that. The referee, though, doesn't seem to mind it on that occasion. The outside of the boot pass from Rodriguez to Valadez there. Valadez trying to find some space. Rodriguez with the quick ball, and it's out wide to Dembele here. Dembele, she wins the ball, but it's deflected out wide by Dalia Ramos. It will be a Jaguars corner with 8:05 left on the clock. Let's see if Ana Rodriguez can provide some more magic from a corner here.
If you want to get in, you can get in.
Looks like there's an injured player for the Crimson Wave here. Clock stopped at 7:55. Number 8, Valeria Gonzalez, down injured for the Crimson Wave. We're going to throw it to a quick commercial here. My apologies, folks. It is number 6, Enya Zavala, who is injured. We're going to send it to a quick commercial, and we'll be right back with an injury update. Ana Rodriguez standing over the corner here. Jaguars looking to cause more problems from set pieces. It's been a staple of their performances so far this season. Let's see if they can turn that into yet another goal. The second goal of the game came from the Jaguars off of a corner. Kumba Dembele nodding that in. Rodriguez swings it in towards Dembele again. Vilchis on the end of it, and it's poked home. The Jaguars with their third of the day. It was Valadez. Number 9, Carmen Valadez, was alert to the rebound there and pokes it past the wanting goalkeeper of the Crimson Wave, Sabrina Ramsey. Carmen Valadez with her first goal on the season. The Jaguars with their third goal on the day. Jaguars lead it 3-0.
agree, Carmen, 100%. Carmen got the assist.
And despite the deflection, Ana Rodriguez will be credited with the assist there. So that is a goal and 2 assists for Ana Rodriguez. It has been her day, most certainly. Toria Salas handling that one. See the smile on her face there. She wasn't going to argue with that decision. Mailander playing with fire here once more. She's trying to encroach on the free kick. She may be receiving a booking here. Referee's going to go and talk to her. But the referee, Russ Dozak, feeling a little bit generous there. Marquez plays a long ball forward. It's dealt with by Vilches. Ruiz unable to get it underneath her feet there. Popovich chasing it down, but it's Valentina Jimenez who will lay flat on the ball and take her time as she gets up and gets ready to clear it forward. 6 minutes, 35 seconds left on the clock. Jaguars looking even more comfortable now at 3-0. Set pieces were certainly one of the things to watch out for in this game, and they have caused a lot of danger for the Jaguars. 2 goals as a direct result of set pieces today. Referee's going to whistle a stoppage of play here. It will be a yellow card for Hannah Mailander. I don't think it was necessarily the foul there itself on Hannah Mailander, number 29, that caused the yellow card. I believe it was the accumulation of decisions that the referee had to make against her. So Hannah Mailander goes into the book here. It'll be Marquez standing over the free kick again. Clock is stopped here at 6 minutes and 18 seconds as Marquez launches it forward in the direction of Lydia Rodriguez, but Rodriguez unable to keep it in play there. It'll be out for a Jaguars goal kick.
Jenny, you're going to go in like 2 minutes.
Vilches looking to guide the play here for the Jaguars. Rodriguez dropping into that deeper pocket of space. Vilches had the option to go quickly wide there, but didn't see it in time. Ana Rodriguez creating space in the center of the pitch there. She plays it through to Salas, and Salas didn't have enough leg room there to be able to beat Ramsey to the ball. Ramsey will launch it forward. Carmen Valadez playing it on to Ashley Ruiz, who plays it back to Francia Hernandez. And here's number 9, Biermann. Doesn't have many options forward here. She tries to find Hornyak, but not much of a threat on that occasion, as there weren't enough bodies forward for the Crimson Wave. And Valentina Jimenez will play it forward. Dembele flicking it on towards Salas. Salas unable to get there. She will challenge Marquez here. Marquez finding it difficult, and Salas is able to win a throw in there almost out of almost nothing. Salas urging her team forward. She plays the throw in quickly towards Mailander. Mailander settles it down, but Marquez does well to eliminate the threat of Mailander on that right side. Mailander seems like she's going to go for the long throw here, and does. It's in towards Salas, but flicked away and out of play for a Gov State throw. In 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining on the clock.
Substitution for Governor State University, junior number 24, Jenny Jimenez.
Looks like Hannah Mailander, number 29, will be coming off the pitch for number 24, Jenny Jimenez. Jimenez, as we mentioned earlier, not at 100%. She's been grabbing at that right knee throughout the game, but she will get some minutes here in what we may well call garbage time. 3-0 up with 4 minutes to go. Sorry, 3:45 for my friends in the booth there. Speaking of which, my name is Jordan Fox on the play-by-play. Excuse me, folks. We've got a little bit of an issue with the clock here. Our PA, Phil, will help us out here. The clock will be at 4 minutes, 15 seconds. We're coming in at 4 minutes, 15 seconds with the clock now moving. But as I was saying before, I'm Jordan Fox on the play-by-play. We've got Francisco Mendoza back in the control room. We've got Danny Chang on the camera. We've got Matt back in the control room, assistant directing. The DLMD crew, always putting in the work, always putting in the effort. I love to shout them out when I can. Haven't gotten the chances to do it here as Salas tries to swing it in, but it's caught by Ramsey. DLMD, without you guys, I would not be here. You would not have this broadcast today. So if you see somebody that you know that's part of DLMD, be sure to give them a big thank you. We love what we do here at DLMD, and we want to shout it out as much as we can. My on-site director, Mark Kundla, pointed out that we prefer hugs. So I can't speak for everybody at DLMD, but we do enjoy a hug every now and again to show our appreciation. Diana Orta throwing it into Victoria Salas. Salas has had a lot of action down on this right-hand side. Just paying attention here to events unfolding on the sideline as Rodriguez goes for goal from distance there. Ramsey pushes it out for a corner. As I was saying a moment ago, number 29, Hannah Mailander on the sideline there looks to be icing her hip. Seems to be a little bit sore. She is able to move around with full freedom, but maybe just picked up a little bit of tenderness in that hip there. Potentially an additional reason for her to come out of the game on top of that booking, as Ana Rodriguez's effort from distance marks her 9th shot of the game. It'll be Orta to swing in this corner. Orta with the ball in towards the near post. Jimenez was underneath that one, but it bounces harmlessly into the arms of Ramsey. Ramsey trying to manufacture a counterattacking opportunity for the Crimson Wave, but just not enough bodies forward, and Hernandez will collect it comfortably. As the clock ticks down to 2 minutes remaining here. Just a reminder, folks, please do stick around after the conclusion of the game. We will have a Jaguars player of the game post-game interview as Salas is slipped through and behind here. Salas, the angle evades her. Can she still play it in to a teammate in the box there? It's cleared away by the Crimson Wave as far as Scalone. Scalone has her pocket picked. It's Rodriguez twisting and turning on that left-hand side, finding the space there, driving forward into the box here. She clips the ball in, and it's cleared away. Shot blocked by number 17, Marquez there.
Yes, Carmen. Yes, you got Diana.
1 minute and 15 seconds remaining here. Jaguars in complete control of this game. The Crimson Wave just ran out of gas pretty early in both halves, and it's been smooth sailing for the Jaguars thus far.
1 minute.
We are now down to a minute remaining in the game. The Jaguars as smooth as butter on a hot plate today. They've done incredibly well to maintain control throughout.
It could have been. It would have been a goal scoring opportunity.
I do want to know what we
Diana Orta in that right back position, pushing forward. Jaguars not done yet. They're still looking to create chances here. The ball swung in by Orta, cleared away by Marquez, and out to the opposite side for a Jaguars throw-in. We have 23 seconds remaining. The Jaguars will win this one and pick up their first conference win of the season. Jaguars will go to 1-2-1 in conference play, and the Calumet St. Joseph Crimson Wave will fall to 0-2. Oh my goodness, that effort from Ana Rodriguez striking the post from a similar distance to the goal that went in, but the clock winds its way down to 0. The Jaguars win it 3-0. Ana Rodriguez with a goal and 2 assists. Kumba Dembele with a goal. We are going to take it to a commercial here, and we will be back with your Jaguars player of the game.
2 p.m. against St. Xavier. Please drive safely. Good night.
In the state of Illinois, there are 20 cities with populations over 10,000, and half of the people that live there live below the poverty line. 6 of those cities are within driving distance, very close to Governor State University. The GSU Legal Clinic provides services in 4 areas: immigration, housing, family law, and expungement. The legal clinic is supervised by licensed attorneys and social work case managers. We are very fortunate to have social workers, mostly from our program here at Governor State University, who have graduated and are in the profession. Oftentimes, when people come in for legal services, they have many other challenges in their lives. Once the attorneys realize that they are in need of social services, our social workers can then refer them to social services in the community. We service the Southland, specifically Will County, suburban Cook County, and Kankakee County. The goal is simple. It's to ensure that people of low income status have access to legal education and legal support, even if they can't afford an attorney. Self-help legal services are free, and we reiterate that we're here to walk with people to understand their legal rights and educate them on forms and legal jargon that is often unclear. We do not represent people in court, and if people need additional representation, we will refer them. We here at GSU deeply care about our students, but know that our students then go out and work in the community. We're serving not only our students, but their families and the communities they're from. We care about the people. We care about the whole person.
Welcome back, Gov State fans. I'm here with your Jaguars player of the game, Anna Rodriguez. Anna, unbelievable goal in that first half. Can you just walk us through what was going through your head as you took that effort on?
Just what we practice, shoot whenever you have the chance, and I saw the goal wide open, so I just went for it.
And set pieces have been a danger point for you guys all season. You've been threatening from set pieces, but today it really bore fruit for you guys. 2 goals direct from set pieces, getting the assist on both of them. What was it like managing to take advantage of those set pieces today?
So we practice a lot of corners because we have dangerous players to have those corners, so that's like our strength right now, and we try to take advantage of that.
And last question, Anna, with your first win in conference play on the board, how far do you think this team can go?
As far as we want, so as long as we want to win, we want to compete, we can go far, and yeah, it's just the beginning.
All right, fantastic performance, Anna, and thank you very much for taking this interview. That's all we have for today, folks. Thank you for watching the game with us. I hope you all have a great day. We're going to fade to black now.